Hello, bookers and bookettes. Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Blue-Eyed Black Devil. Visitors, should you happen upon the channel, feel free to join us. We would love to have you here. Aretha from these roots. Blues all around me. Let love rule. Divided soul. Respect the life of Aretha Franklin and Brother Ray. Does any of those book titles sound familiar to anybody? If so, have you read any of them? Do you remember who the author of the book is? If you know, don't yell it out just yet. And if you don't know, don't cheat. Don't cheat. No Google allowed. I'm not going to give you a chance to cheat because I'm going to tell you here in just a few seconds. But hello, bookers and bookettes. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Blue-Eyed Black Devil, and I am here with this week's installment of About the Author. And this week's featured author is Mr. David Ritz. Okay, bookers and bookettes. So, those book titles I mentioned at the top of the video, I have read every single last one of those books. When I revamped my channel back in November of last year, you may not remember, but I told you all that my favorite types of books to read are usually biographies and autobiographies. And even with that, the emphasis most of the time is going to be musicians or, whatever I can find about whoever I'm looking into reading. I like those. So I finished a standalone last month, which was Alice C. Bowles' The Lovely Bones. And I completed, I'm trying to remember the serial that I read and finished. Either way it goes, it's time for me to do a biography. So I just decided to profile Mr. David Ritz. Now, let's get to it. David Ritz was born on December 2nd, 1943 in New York City, New York. He was raised by a single mother. He has, I know it's a couple of siblings that he had. His mom was raising him. He is of the Jewish faith. And let me see what else Mr. Ritz has going on. Yeah, he's either written or co-written over 50 novels, magazine articles, music liner notes, autobiographies and biographies. He's co-written 36 of those. So, I guess he's had a long-standing now. In 1966, he graduated from the University of Texas with a BA, or a Bachelor of Arts degree. He went on to receive his master's degree in 1970 from New York State University in Buffalo. In 1968, he married his sweetheart, Roberta Michelle Ritz, and they are still married today. Together they have twins, daughters, Allison and Jessica. Now, okay, where do I want to start now? Talking about his personal life, other than all I just said, he had suffered a number of years, with drug addiction and sex addiction. He is also bisexual. Now, okay. It takes a real strong woman for that one. The wife, I'm meaning. Yes, but he is bisexual. Now, once he drugged his wife all the way clear cross country from somewhere in New York to wherever Ray Charles was. Now, at this time, he was really broke. But every chance he got, he would go and try to see about getting an interview with Ray Charles. And he kept being turned away day after day, after time after week. Well, at some point, because his funds were low, but somewhere along the way, he decided, because, he never really talked directly to Ray Charles. He was talking to his team, Ray Charles management teams, or whatever. I don't like to use the word handlers because that makes you sound like you're some sort of an animal. So he did talk to somebody in Ray Charles's camp. Well, that's how he kept being turned away. Well, at some point, he decided to take whatever money, he must not have been as broke as I thought he would be. I thought he was basically, he and his wife were living basically hand to mouth. But he decided to submit a request for an interview with Ray Charles in Braille. I thought, wow, that's ingenious. So when it arrived, his managers or his camp, whatever, they had no choice but to give it to but to give it to Ray Charles because they didn't read Braille. Well, Ray read it, and he did grant him an interview. I thought that was very crafty, very clever of him. And it's not cheap to transcribe something from print to Braille or Braille to print. But anyway, he did get the interview. Now, the downside of the interview is that although they did finish writing the book, they got high every single chance they got. Heroin, is that right? Heroin? How would you say that word? Was their drug of choice. And they would sit in there and get wasted. But in the middle of all of that, apparently, David was able to glean enough info from Ray Charles before he got, continued to be wasted going down through there. And Ray evidently was just this side of sober himself. So now I hate to hear stuff like that because I'm thinking that a lot of people don't like to read biographies and autobiographies for this reason. You really don't know if what you are reading is actually true. So sometimes you have to take things with a grain of salt. Now, I do believe the books that I have read, for the most part, they happen pretty much the way they were talked about in these books, because, and I say that because I have read other books or articles on these people, and a lot of the stuff is almost word for word verbatim, and I just don't see how you can just lie over and over and over and over and over and over again. Now, you might can tell the same lie 1,500 times, but I would imagine it would be a small feat to tell 36 different lies. Now, he started his career in 1970, and he still writes today. Well, this was a short one, guys, but that's what I have for Mr. David Ritz. So I just wanted to go ahead and get something out. I've been absent for about a week, I guess, just being sorry. But I'm back in action, guys. I want to thank you all so very much for subscribing, liking, and sharing videos. It means a lot to me. And so, subscribers, thank you for being subscribed. Now, don't forget to like, share, and this video. And visitors, if you happen upon the channel. Oh, and I've gained 2 more subscribers since the last time I said something. So yay me. And quick announcement while I'm talking. I said when I reached 50 subscribers, I want to do a giveaway. Well, currently, let me go and make sure before I say anything, but I do believe I'm at the door. So, probably, hopefully, yeah, I have 49 subscribers. So I'm 1 subscriber away from having 50 subscribers. So you all be on the lookout. One of you will be the recipient of my first giveaway. This is very exciting to me. It is. And I just thank you all so very much. I'm not the only one who does this on YouTube. But whatever it is I bring to the table, you guys have been there. And I just can't thank enough anyway. Thank everybody from my day ones to my last ones for subscribing to the channel. Together we'll make it, hand in hand. Now, bookers, bookettes, and book lovers alike, remember this. As long as there are books around, there is always something to read. Book lovers, bookettes, bookers, thanks for watching and or listening. Should you honor me with a comment, do so respectfully. And by all means, make sure you hit that notification bell to be notified every single time I upload a video. Okay? Thanks again so very much, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye. Hey, bookers and bookettes, I forgot to mention that the images scrolling across the screen at the rest of this video are different pictures of David Ritz and some of his book jacket covers. So I wanted to go ahead and let you all know because I didn't mention them by name. I just did like a little writing slideshow. So that's what that is. Those are images of Mr. David Ritz and a few of his book jacket covers. Okay, thanks again. Be safe out there and God bless.